The Eskimos have already achieved a 2-game winning streak this season. They will try for another 2-game win streak on Saturday afternoon as they visit the Toronto Argonauts at BMO Field. Last week the Eskimos broke the 3-game losing streak with a 23-12 win over a Montreal Alouettes on the brick field at Commonwealth Stadium. The Eskimos sealed the win when linebacker Ian Lacey intercepted a Kevin Glenn pass and returned it 16 yards for a touchdown. Lacey led the Eskimos with 9 defensive tackles and was named a Shaw CFL Top Performer of the Week. Lacey has 44 defensive tackles to lead the Eskimos. Receivers Darrell Walker and Adair Bowman enjoyed 100-yard receiving games, with Walker catching 10 passes for 132 yards while Bowman caught 9 passes for 107 yards. Walker leads the CFL with 800 receiving yards and has recorded 130 yards in 5 of 7 games this season. Bowman is second in the league in receiving yards with 789 and has recorded 100 yards in 5 of 7 games. Both are still on pace for 2,000-yard seasons. The Eskimos offense ranks second in average yards per game 409.3 and average passing yards per game 354.3. Quarterback Mike Riley is second in the CFL in passing yards with 2,481. The Eskimos currently sit with a 3-4 record and fourth in the CFL West. The Eskimos will have 3 changes on defense as veteran defensive end Jason Vega and veteran defensive back Brian Thompson will make their Eskimo debuts. Vega will start at defensive end for Reuben Frank, who was injured late in practice on Thursday. Frank was supposed to start in place of Marcus Howard, who is on the 6-game injured list with a suspected knee injury. Frank is on the 1-game injured list. Defensive tackle Josh Watson will make his Eskimos debut. Defensive back Solomon Means moves from the active roster to the practice roster. Offense quarterback Mike Riley, running back John White, fullback Calvin McCarty, offensive line Tony Washington, Simeon Roddier, Justin Sorensen, Matt O'Donnell, D'Anthony Batiste, receivers Darrell Walker, Adair Bowman, Corey Watson, Chris Gitsley, Nate Kohler, defensive line Jason Vega, Eddie Seal, Almond Newsel, Odell Willis, linebackers Ian Lacey, J. C. Sheriff, Annie Labler, defensive backs Pat Watkins, Marcel Young, Bill King, Brian Thompson, Cords Park. The Argos fell hard last week at BMO Field, turning the ball over 6 times in a 34-17 loss to the Winnipeg Blue Bombers. Quarterback Logan Kilgore threw 5 interceptions as he continues to fill in for starter Ricky Ray, who is out with a knee injury. Kilgore did have success with receiver Dionte Spencer, who caught 11 passes for 146 yards and scored a touchdown. Receivers Kevin Elliott shoulder and Vital Hazelton ankle will return to the lineup today. The Argos rank 8th in the CFL in average yards per game 334.1 and last in average passing yards per game 281.0. The Argos have a 4-2-3 record and sit in second place in the CFL East. This is the first 2 meetings between the Eskimos and Argos. They will meet again in Edmonton on November 5th. You can hear Saturday's game between the Eskimos and the Argonauts on 630 Chase, starting with the pre-game show at 12:30 p.m. The kickoff from BMO Field in Toronto is 2 p.m. with Morley Scott and Dave Campbell calling all of the live action, with analysis from former Eskimos offensive lineman and 2-time Grey Cup champion Blake Dermott.